Hello sound. Hello, hello sound. Testing microphone. 1, 2, 3. Hello sound.
Hi, kumusta kayo?
Okay naman.
Ayan.
Hello sound. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Amplifying Voices, a podcast series slash casual talk show by Smart Speech Learning and Development Center, where life stories are celebrated and potentials are uncovered. I'm your host, temporarily host lang muna, Lalaine Raposan Apostol, and later on, you will be meeting my co-host, Mr. Jaime Apostol. And of course, we have two very special people na sasabay or mag-join sa ating casual talk show tonight. Introduce yourselves, ladies.
Hello, good evening, Orange community. It's been a while. Welcome again to our podcast series. Change your world tayo ngayon. So for this casual talk show, I'm your one of hosts. So please tune in to our Valentine's special. Happy Valentine's Day!
Yes, and of course, we also have...
Hello everyone. I'm Carrie Gillian Diche and also I'm a guest for tonight.
Yes, welcome Miss Heidi and Miss Carrie sa ating Valentine's Day special tonight, February 14, 2025. This is indeed a very special night because we are not just celebrating the vibrance of the Orange community but also Love Month or specifically Love Day today, right? Kumusta naman ang mga puso, Miss Heidi?
In my case, madam, going steady, very neutral, no sudden change of pulse. But I'm happy because I have my family, my supportive family, my friends, and also here, the Orange community, the Smart Speech. So I'm very blessed and full of love tonight and in the past days also.
Wow, that's great to hear. What about you, Miss Carrie?
For me naman, I'm lucky na, hindi na taga sana all. So, ito yung second Valentine's na hindi na taga sana all. And I'm happy naman sa path na tinatahak ng love life ko ngayon. Wow!
Nice one. Parang nakakakilig naman, no? May gusto ka bang batiin ngayon na special someone talaga? Kasi sabi mo nga, hindi ka na taga sana all. So, parang merong nagpapakilig na ngayon sa buhay ni Miss Carrie, no? Sige na, Miss Carrie, batiin mo naman siya or yung special someone na yon.
Nanonood ka ba? Hello? Alam mo na yun kung sino ka. Wow! Kaya ako.
Sige, it's fine. What about you, Miss Heidi? May gusto ka bang batiin?
I just want to greet my family, kay Mama, kay Papa, Happy Valentine's, kay Lolo Fred, kay Titos and Tita, sa kapatid ko, sa friends ko, sa... Paano yun, madam? Ang dami kong friends. Isipin ko ba
Bakit
sila?
naman? Why not, no?
Kina Nate, kina Miss Kat, kina Ate Juliet, kina Lay. Dalawang Lay sila. Si Lay na from Masabate, si Lay from Huruan. Huruan ka ba, Lay? Sina Ana, sina Nina, si Princess, si Anna, the second. Sino po ba? Alo, baka may hindi ako mabate. For attendance, sana nanonood kayo. Sino pa? Sina Abby, sina Harry, si Kits, si Donking, and all of my friends. In high school, elementary, college, and acquaintances kung saan. Happy Valentine's Day, and to everybody, Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, Happy Valentine's Day nga po talaga sa lahat, no? Especially sa ating Orange community. And apart from that one, of course, to our special people around na nanonood ngayon, Happy Valentine's Day. And we hope that all throughout the course of our casual talk show tonight, you'll be getting some insights from our Orange community. And of course, this is also my first time to host this type of podcast. Though last time, as far as I can remember, way back 2003, we also had this casual talk show. Pero ngayon, parang bigger na kasi ang community ng Smart Speech, no? And I guess some of our community or members of the Orange community are watching right now. So hello and happy Valentine's Day po sa inyong lahat. So ano nga ba pag-uusapan natin tonight? Ano nga ba ang nasa natin?
So, sa akin, madam, feeling ko ang share ko from the perspective of those na neutral ang mga puso. Actually, while listening kay Miss Carrie kanina, I realized pala, madam, na we're total opposite. Kasi nasa face siya na hindi na nagsasana all. And nasa face akong nagsasana all. But at the same time, I'm not looking for one naman. So siguro, the Orange community and our viewers tonight will be getting insights from different perspectives. Although we have this romantic kind of love, we also have different loves and different forms of love rather. So, it's nice naman to recognize and celebrate ano man na love ang meron tayo sa kapwa natin.
Yes, ang love naman daw ay na-express sa iba't ibang forms, right? And hindi naman ibig sabihin na ngayon ay Valentine's Day exclusively para sa mga romantic couples, right? Why don't we share the moment with our parents, with our friends, with someone na very special or someone na contributory talaga sa pagiging tao natin or pagiging, kunwari, ako ko. Alright, so that is why we are here right now, not just to talk about love na dun nga sa side na yon, but rather para ma-transcend yung definition ng love na yon. Hindi lang sa context ng romantic love, but also sa iba't iba pang mga aspeto ng buhay. Alright, so anything that you're looking forward tonight, Miss Carrie, since this is also your first time to be part of the podcast, right? So, anything?
I think looking forward for great insights, and I'm also very curious with the way things go kapag nagkakaroon ng podcast. So, parang interesting kasi ina-imagine ko lang before, and right now I'm here and hindi ko inaasahan. Oh my God!
Yeah, unexpected. Ako nga rin, no? Parang na-invite lang din to join the podcast tonight. And parang exciting kasi it's an unusual or rare thing na mag-celebrate ng Valentine's Day through a podcast with the Orange community. So, it's an honor really to sit here sa pwesto ni Miss Heidi, no? Usually, nakikita ko or napapanood ko lang din siya na andito, kumakausap sa mga guests and all. And right at this very moment, ako na yung gumagawa nun. So, pardon me and still, Miss Heidi, you can share something or anything about our topic tonight, no? Anyway, before we proceed and we finally unfold the exciting things for this casual talk show, why don't we invite our viewers to share this podcast or this live show, because our lucky sharers will be receiving surprises. Ayan. Ano ba ang nakahanda sa kanila? Ayan na, nakita ko sa table natin. Pwede ako pag-grab po. Ayan, paabot. Meron tayo dito ng special mug na posibleng pang-gift din sa special someone. And siguro hindi pa naman tapos ang taon, no? Pwede pa naman kayo mag-start ng mga plans nyo. That is why we still will be giving away planners sa ating lucky sharer. So feel free po to share and also do drop your message or anything na gusto nyong i-share sa Orange community or even sa special someone nyo at babasahin namin yon. This is not a so formal podcast, rather a casual talk show, and we will be acting as your DJs. Yeah, para kami ditong mga nagkakwentuhan lang ng mga barkada and friends. So, what's something interesting to talk about tonight? Anything?
Siguro, madam, and Miss Carrie, since we are celebrating Valentine's Day, kasi someone asked me, meron kaming a sort of podcast, nag-hangout kami last time. Hello, Miss Kat. Happy Valentine's Day. So, sabi niya, she asked me, ano ba yung, what is love? Since nandito naman tayo sa celebration ng Valentine's Day. Although perhaps may specific definition ng love, pero in our case, pwede natin na siyang ma-define subjectively. So, sa case mo po, Miss Carrie, ngayon, I'm curious, ano ba yung definition mo ng love?
Someone na hindi pa naman ganun ka-experience in terms of romantic relationships, I think I'm going to categorize love as something na anything. It could be person, a hobby, basta it's something that you're passionate about, na kahit na, for example lang, growing up po kasi, mahilig talaga akong magsulat, ganyan. Parang hobby ko talaga siya. And parang, up until now, pangarap kong magkaroon ng sarili kong book, ganyan, maging published author, like, that's my wildest dream. And, syempre, kapag lumalaki ka, nag-iba yung priorities mo and other responsibilities na binibigay sa'yo. So, parang nakakalimutan mo siya. Pero alam ko deep inside na kahit na hindi ko man siya gawin for how many years, alam kong gusto ko yung bagay na yan. So, for me, that's the kind of love na pwede kong ma-share sa iba. Wow! Oh, grabe naman.
Amazing! I like that note na sabi ni Miss Carrie. Hindi lang naman ang love ay nakaakibat or naka-associate talaga sa tao, no? Rather, it can be to something that you're passionate about, say, yung hobby, or kung kaya ano man ang mga interested ka about. And maganda yun na i-take din ng ating Orange community na we can link love to things that we are passionate about. Alright? So, thank you. What else? Ano pa kaya ang ano natin? Definition ng love. So, halos parehas lang din. Parang, if you don't mind, nasa early 20s or mid-20s kayo, no?
Yes,
Yes, po.
Early 20s and mid-20s or early 20s din. Okay? So, siguro wala naman na age din yung ano, no, yung love. Pero, parang may ideal din na yung sa level of maturity ng mga tao, kung kailan talaga mag-immerse doon sa romantic love, kung yun man talaga ang context na iniisip ng mga tao right now as we celebrate Valentine's Day. Pero if in case that they will be really linking love to romantic or something like that, siguro nasa side na dapat yung ano na sila, emotionally and mentally ready for the things na posibleng ma-enjoy and at the same time challenges na ma-encounter along the way. Alright? So, ano pa kaya ang ano natin?
I totally agree, Madam, regarding dun sa kung whether we are going to relate sa love dun sa romantic one. Kasi siguro we have different timeline sa buhay natin and perhaps even din sa love. So, hindi ko na i-overshare kasi parang idealistic naman yung iniisip ko. Pero in my case, siguro in terms of romantic love, sabi nga, pwede tayong makahanap pero maybe not at this moment or not at this time. So it's fine. But to our viewers, especially to our Orange community, lalo na sa mga bata natin na cuties. So we are wishing na sana although sa mga bata, it's normal naman na may mga crushes sila. Pero since, parang nagpe-preach na ako. So, but kung hindi pa tayo doon yung maturity na i-handle yung certain na relationship, especially if it's romantic, siguro we should think twice and discern kung ito ba yung tamang panahon. Parang may kanta doon na tamang panahon. Kung yung tamang panahon. So, siguro, going back, i-answer ko din yung question ko din kanina. Siguro, sa akin din yung love din. Sabi ko din nga sa friend ko last time, yung love right now, manidefine ko pa lang siya sa lens ng family, sa friend. So, since wala pang masyadong experience in terms of romantic part, sabi ko na lang, love for me is doing things na hindi mo siya, gusto mo siya pero may gusto ko pa sana gawin. Or in short words perhaps, love for me entails sacrifice. Not because may gustong ipagawa yung isang tao or mga tao, it's because parang dun ko na-show sa kanila kasi sinasabi ko na to sa ibang friends ko. Wala, na-share ko na siya sa social media. I'm not that expressive type of person. So, hindi din ako masyado physical ganyan. So, ang sabi nga dun sa survey, nabasa ko lang, I don't know if nabasa mo din, Miss Curry, yung sa top most love language daw ng Filipinos. And number 1 dun is acts of service. So siguro, dun din ako pumapasok. That's why I have this definition for love right now, which is love entails sacrifice. So, yun po.
Ang cute naman na yung sa love language na mentioned din. Oo, madaming iba-iba naman talaga tayo ng love languages. And yung love languages na ngayon, pwede din natin siya talagang makontextualize depende sa definition natin ng love na yon. Kahit siguro i-associate ko or link ko sa profession na teaching, baka posibleng sa acts of service, yung service para sa bata or para sa bayan, posible pa rin yun, no? Yung iba naman ay ang love language nila ay siguro sending gifts or receiving gifts. Meron din na yun na ganun. Especially kung baka sa estudyante or sa teacher din na appreciate yon. Meron din na, hindi naman pwede ang physical touch, bawal naman. Mana tayo, bantay bata tayo nito. Ano po ba ang love languages na natin? Words of affirmation, right? Words of affirmation. Especially sa konteksto ulit ng teaching. Diba? Mas na-appreciate or nabuboost ang moral na isang bata every time that they are appreciated or given some good feedback or praises. Tapos, last one we have,
Quality time.
Yeah, quality time. So, quality time sa lado ng teaching, of course, pag quality ang time na ibinibigay, kasabay na rin dyan yung quality of education na siniserve mo rin sa estudyante. So, that's for me as a teacher or as someone na nasa field talaga. Kaya, yun ay isang pruweba or kaya evidence na ang love, hindi lang talaga siya sa romantic things.
Hindi siya bounded ng kahit anong walls or definition.
Yeah. Pero another interesting thing na mention din kanina ni Miss Saidi na parang merong ang love, merong traditional and or modern definitions na rin. Parang ganon. So kayo, ladies, naniniwala pa ba kayo sa conventional way of courting?
Yeah, sure. Definitely, madam. I mean, hindi ko na-feel. Sayang naman. I mean, actually, madam, I have this, parang nasa bucket list ng gusto ko sa isang guy. This is romantically speaking. I mean, siguro may isang bagay lang na gawin siya for me and I'll be really impressed. Ay, hindi ko siya sasabihin. Oo,
Huwag mo sabihin para
pero at least, pag may someone na gumawa nun, ibig sabihin, parang at least 90% siya na. So, kasi, hindi ko naman sa dinidimin yung iba na way of courting kasi meron naman sa ng technology, so why not use naman or maximize yung advantage ng technology. Pero, di ba, Miss Curry, parang iba pa din yung feeling na you go through this process, yung traditional na may mga letters, courting, and yung mga serenade, ganyan. So, sa case mo ba, Miss Curry, since na-mention mo kanina parang na you're into relationship, ano ba yung, would you mind na i-share sa amin kung ano yung courting process?
Oh my God, sana hindi ka magalit sa akin. Ano lang naman, actually, cute yung story namin. Hello, baka makita doon ng parents ko.
Ay, bawal pa ba, Miss Curry?
Legal naman kami. Pero medyo, syempre, pag bago sa'yo, medyo na-conscious ka. Pero cute yung story namin kasi after college, tapos di ba, nag-exam, nag-review ka, so napagod-pagod ka doon. And then after that, yung ayokong maramdaman yung agony of waiting for the results. Kaya yung 2 months na yun, nag-test na ako, nag-computer system servicing. And wala naman talaga akong planong kung ano man. Ang focus ko lang doon, makuha yung na in situ, tapos yung training wag na equivalent na. Pero naging kaklase ko siya doon. So medyo na ang cute lang kasi medyo tinatago namin sa kaklase namin kasi parang nakaka-conscious pag alam nila. Tapos like after class, yung hintayin niya ako sa labas, sa likod, para hindi kayo nakita kasi para pag asar-asar din kami doon sa classroom. Hindi na kami nakafocus yan. Tapos yun, nagsimula kami sa ganun ng mga tambay-tambay lang after class. Tapos parang sabay din namin kasing tinahak yung next level ng life. Kaya yun parang yung nag-bond din sa amin during that time na parehas kami naghihintay ng results and parehas kami naghahanap ng work, mga ganun po. So I think, ito rin yung parang suggestion ko sa mga naghahanap ng ka-pair. Siguro, kanya-kanya naman tayong ideal type and preferences. Pero minsan kasi kapag kaparehas kayo ng wavelength at that moment, mas nagkiklik kayo nang hindi mo lang inaasahan. And happy naman ako sa result. Sa result assessment.
I totally agree, Miss Carrie, yung sinabi mo na part na dapat, kumbaga, nasa same footing sila, madam, no? Kasi, kumbaga, kung ang isa masyado siya na siyang advance, parang, ang hirap naman humabol ng isa. So, parang, may isa sa kanilang mag-compromise. So, siguro, for those women or gentlemen out there, this is not me preaching, but this is only my point of view. Siguro, it matters din yung sinabi mo, Miss Carrie, talaga na nasa same wavelength. Kumbaga, at that time, kasi looking back siguro dun sa experience mo, nakaka-relate kayo and mas nabibuild yung communication. Kasi siguro, yun din yung very first step ng relationship perhaps, yung mabuild yung communication with something na may commonality sa inyo. So, yun po.
Yes po. Tsaka, ang ganda lang kasi nun kasi nag-start kami as friends. Parang dun din siya na-develop. And yung relationship ngayon namin is more like friends din kami magana. Parang nag-aasaran and something like that. So, parang kung yun din yung hahanapin ng lalo na yung mga kabataan ngayon na masyado ng bulag sa ideal kind of relationship, I think, hindi naman masama mag-stick sa traditional or yung mga turo din sa atin before. Pero I'm not against naman. Kasi looking back before, hindi ako masyadong open sa mga relationship na yan. Nung nag-aaral, kasi nga, panganay ako. So parang, ang focus ko lang talaga mag-study, ganyan-ganyan. Nung high school, ganyan. Pero syempre, may mga crush ka naman. Hindi naman mawawala yun. Pero, iba pa rin pala pag pumasok ka sa isang seryosong relationship na alam mong tapos na yung, parang tapos na yung responsibility mo in terms of studies na okay, parang time ko naman. At the same time, hindi ko naman sinasabing huwag kayong mag-boyfriend nung high school pa lang kayo kasi for me, may lesson din talagang kukuha kayo dun. So, definitely, kahit anong stage ka man ng buhay mo, may kanya-kanyang lesson yan na magbibuild sa'yo kung sino ka ngayon. Kasi po talagang, ako, personally, na-observe ko din yung progress ko as a person na kung paano ako umakto before kapag may crush, parang like, gusto mong makita, something like that. Yung mga usual na, madam? Like, mga usual na nararamdaman na parang lagi mo iniisip, gusto mo katabi mo magsulat or whatever, kung kaklase mo man yan. Pero, yun nga, parang, tapos, eto ba, kapag nasaktan ka doon, feeling mo, guguho na yung mundo. Pero hindi naman. Hindi naman, like, pag college mo, may different type of love ka na naman na makukuha doon. And different type of lessons. Kaya, tapos kapag graduate ka na, tapos it's different na naman. Kasi yung perspectives mo din kasi nagbabago over time. And I think po, parang di ko kayo discourage na mag-boyfriend or girlfriend. Basta know your limits lang. Kasi for me, it's very important na mapagdaanan natin yung mga bagay na yun. Kasi kung, halimbawa, nandun ka sa type ng crazy love, pero 25 ka na. So, feeling ko, I'm not, wala akong sinasabing something like that. Parang medyo realization ko lang na, dun ka pa lang, sa time na yun, magki-crazy love, yung nakukuha mong partner, na siya, like, for serious matter na siya, hindi na nga kayo magka-wavelength ulit. For me talaga, very important na magka-wavelength kayo ng maghahanap mong partner.
Maganda yun yung mga sinabi, no? Tapos siguro, pwede natin i-debunk doon yung kasabihan or yung cliche na opposites attract, no? Kasi, yun nga, sa common denominator na yun, especially sa aspeto ng love, posible pa rin na magkaroon ng magandang parang relationship or harmony talaga. Yung chemistry na tinatawag, siguro dun yun sa side na medyo bata pa. Pero when it comes to mature part of love, siguro masasabi natin na parehas na nga yung goals namin, parehas na yung gusto namin na ma-achieve sa buhay. Hence, dapat parang nasa one footing na nga talaga or pathway na gagawin. So, additionally, parang gusto ko rin na i-take doon na meron talaga tayong kanya-kanyang timeline.
Yeah.
Parang same din if I will to be asked dun sa side na kailangan ba talaga na gantong age, dapat meron ka ng, sabihin na natin na sa romantic side, meron ka ng boyfriend or girlfriend, siguro we can say yes. Kung oo na or hindi pa. Kasi sa assessment natin sa sarili natin, tayo din naman makakasabi kung ready na ba tayo emotionally and or psychologically na mag-involve or kaya magkaroon ng attachment sa isang partner. Pero hindi naman tayo siguro mag-cross ng borders, no? Kasi siguro parang ina-associate or nai-link din ng society na pag sinabing romantic love, it's the other way around. Pero hindi naman, that's something na kailangan natin na i-shrug off din or kaya i-shake off, especially sa mga kabataan, sir, sa bagong generation. So, yun ang take ko doon. And parang amazingly, parang ano talaga ako dun sa sinabi mo na late na rin. Halos parehas siguro tayo, no? Yun ang common denominator natin right now sa loob ng room na to. Na nag-immerse tayo or nag-ano tayo sa love na after na graduation.
Ay, siguro, madam. Opo, madam. Siguro.
Ay, teacher society or senior society.
Di mo siya naman.
wala man. I mean, sa akin kasi, madam, sige, di man siguro po sa nagbubuhat ng bangko or what, or masyado naman akong, ganito yung pag-iisip ko. Basta, kasi sa akin, madam, and Miss Carrie, kasi nung nag-aaral ako, although I had then, pero nung nag-college kasi, yung nadala ko pa yung attitude ko nung high school, nung may masyado pagapong idealistic and grade conscious. And kaya nung nag-college, I mean, I hadn't got the chance to meet someone romantically ganyan. It's not a regret, pero kasi looking back, ang dami kasing demands ng studies. I highly agree, Miss Carrie. And it's nice na you were able to find someone after, kumbaga, settled ka na. I mean,
Papunta mo?
papunta. I mean, madali na. And actually, before graduation, I also had this thought na baka pwede na rin. I gave myself a chance. Pero, when yung parang malapit ng graduation and nung nagre-review na sa LAD, parang may sudden reality strike me na parang hindi pa rin pwede kasi perhaps this is not my time, ganyan. So, truly, kumbaga, although we have this different timeline, siguro i-cherish lang natin kung ano man yung status natin. Kasi yun nga, hindi naman romantic lang yung love. We have this love for friends, love for family. And I think that's what matters na hindi tayo nonchalant. May love pa rin within. Kasi yung nakaka-sad naman kung talagang wala na naman, hid ka na. Siguro meron pa din naman. It's just that different yung priorities natin. May goals tayo. And siguro, looking back then, na-realize ko na masyado din akong career-oriented or goal-oriented. So siguro, nakarelate din ako na, yun nga, after studies or pag medyo settle na ganyan. Wala naman ako i-share. Wala naman ng family ko, joke. Wala naman po, tita, tito, ma'am. Ma'am po. Wala man. I mean, yun po. Siguro may napaka-interesting na love din based dito sa comment. Merong may comment from the viewer, madam, and I think, ang haba ng sinabi niya.
Ayan,
Okay.
definition ng love.
Apa, definition ng love. Sabi dito ni Sir Christian Albaitar Valladolid. Hello, Sir Christian. Happy Valentine's. So, sabi niya, everyone can define what love is. So, it can be romantic, patience, compromise, sacrifice, or sabi nila yung kilig daw. So, sabi pa ni Sir, love is the representation of what we are today. Because of love, we are being passionate on what we want to be in the future. Love can hurt us, but the word hurt is an eye-opener that we cannot say that we are in love. It didn't feel any pain. Ang love hindi lang puro sa gifts nakikita. It's all about appreciation, forgiveness, and moving forward. And same kami dito, sabi niya, love entails or is sacrifice. Yung love kasi hindi naman yan umikot sa isang tao, bagay, may mga bagay pa rin na dapat gawin like working for the future. Thank you so much for that insight, Sir Christian. Truly, yun nga, madam.
Ayan, maraming salamat dito sa shinare
Nandun, Sir Christian.
Tapos dito sa last sentence din, may mga bagay pa rin na dapat na gawin. Like working for the future.
Yes.
Parang kanina na-mention na we have to sacrifice or kaya choose between which one and which one. Siguro sa time na ganyan din ako sa inyo, mga early 20s, I have to choose which between career or love life ang pipiliin. Kasi kung hindi ko pinili siguro yung career that time, wala siguro ako sa long-term goal ko ngayon. Alright? So, everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
Kaya naman, you don't need to rush loving. It will find you on the right time. Okay? So, what else?
And with the right person din, madam.
Yes.
May sasabi ako, nakalimutan ko na. Ano ba? Yung... Ikaw
And
na,
by
Miss
the
Carrie.
way, maraming salamat sa ating mga star senders. Thank you so much. Hindi lang
Thank
love
you.
po ang pinapaabot na nyo sa amin or sa Orange community, but also stars na nag-brighten up ng ating hub right now. So, thank you so much on behalf of Smart Speech Learning and Development Center. Bilang sugo ng Smart Speech, maraming salamat po.
Thank you po.
Okay, another interesting topic that we can talk about right now ay siguro love sa mga community. Paano kaya natin mapapakita or mapapaabot din natin ang love sa community? Kasi sabi natin kanina, ang love ay hindi lang naman nakakonfine sa romantic love, no? So therefore, dito sa ating hub or kaya sa Smart Speech Learning and Development Center, we are sharing that love to our community, right? And yung community na yon ay hindi lang din exclusive for the Orange community, but rather, we are also sharing little effort sa ating mga kababayan or mga kapatid sa labas ng hub na to or ng center na to. So, how do you define and how do you work out or communicate that love to others?
Siguro, madam, I can give 3 things. Firstly, yung love natin for community. We can give or express our love to the community, ano man yun ang community, by giving our genuine service. Kasi perhaps, ano man yung state natin, we have this certain role or responsibility na pwedeng mabigay sa kanila. So with that given role or expected role sa atin, to show love is to give our genuine service. Kunwari dito sa Smart Speech, since we are on the tutorials and the academic side, siguro yung love natin sa Orange community is to give them quality service and to help them achieve their goals in terms of their academic needs. And second din po is to be empathetic. kasi sabi nga dun sa Facebook post, siguro usually na nababasa natin na we should be kind at all times kasi hindi natin alam kung ano yung pinagdadaanan ng ibang tao. So siguro the very least thing that we can do and the very first thing that we can show our love to other person and to the community is to be empathetic. Na intindihin sila bakit ganito sila kasi perhaps yun nga may mga behind the curtain na scene na sila lang ang may alam. So let's be empathetic. And third, parang nakalimutan ko na yung third. Siguro yung maging genuine na lang sa kung ano man yung the way we interact with other people and with our service din sa pagbigay ng ating service, yung maging genuine din tayo sa ginagawa natin. So yun po.
Wow, nice responses. And thank you for sharing, Miss Saidi, kung paano nga talaga natin may paparamdam sa ating community ang love na yon. What about you, Miss Carrie? Anything that you want to share along with that question? Yung sa love natin sa community, paano kaya natin posible pa mapaabot yung passion natin to be of service to others through the love that we are having or experiencing right now?
Wala pa akong masyadong experiences na nag-dive deeper into helping the community, like very passionate about joining a certain organization that for a certain goal. I mean, nagjo-join naman talaga ako niyan, like yung mga college organizations or yung kahit nga non-government organizations. Pero hindi ko masasabing fully immersed ako ng mga panahon yun. Siguro kasi busy rin sa studies. That's why, ang nakikita ko lang way ko sa stage ng buhay ko ngayon to show love to my community is through teaching. Since I'm a teacher myself, parang nandun na talaga yung goal ko na not only to teach students but also to give back the community. So parang meron nga po ako nitong certain quote na ginagamit ko siya ng paulit-ulit, hindi ko alam kung bakit, na senior high school, college, parang sa application letter ko nga nandun pa eh. Parang like, I wanna be the bearer of change and the breaker of chains. Parang, lagi ko yung sinasabi sa mga essays ko during college kasi grabe ang idealistic person din kasi ako nung mga first year na gusto kong mag-aral dito sa city. Gusto ko makuha ko lahat ng pwede kong makuha so that pagbalik ko doon, mabibigay ko siya sa community na meron ako. Like, I wanna be as good teacher as possible para pagdating ko doon, ma-share ko din siya sa doon. Pero, syempre, as we go along with our lives, minsan, masasampal ka din ng realidad na, oy, yung mga idealistic visions mo, they're not really feasible at this moment. So, you have to wait for a certain time. That's why, my efforts to help the community right now may not be very tangible or very visible, but I know that I am making a change by doing what I have to do in terms of teaching my students. So, hindi pa naman ako matagal sa teaching experience, pero minsan nga nafe-feel kong parang medyo kulang ako as a person kasi hindi ko mabigay yung dapat alam kong nakukuha nila since I'm also very young. And they are almost the same age as me. Kaya, I'm doing my best naman. So, feeling ko, yun yung contribution ko na lang sa community. Since yun naman din yung focus ko. So, I don't know, medyo sanga-sanga yung sinasabi ko. Oh, it's okay, it's scary.
Yeah, ang ganda nga no. Yung sa sinabi mo na naging striking yung statement and very impactful talaga na you wanna be a bearer of change and breaker of barriers or of chains. Yan. So, parang ang gandang i-take yun talaga, no? Sobrang damang-dama mo kung gaano ka talaga passionate. Siguro, naalala ko lang din yung statement ko when I was in college na siguro din naging factor kung bakit na-immerse ako sa volunteer works dahil sa statement ko na I got that burning desire to serve our council or our college back then. So hanggang ngayon naman, dala-dala ko yung na-passion na yun or burning desire na yun. And yun din yung naging way ko to fuel up my desire really to serve our community through the little deeds or actions that I am currently doing with the people around me and with the volunteers who are part of several organizations such as Committed Young Volunteers. Hello, CYB Committed Young Volunteers, and sana ay nakasupport pa rin kayo sa ating mga advocacy projects na ilo-launch natin sooner or later, na meron tayong Feed Young Hearts and Teach Young Minds programs. By the way, ilink ko na lang din to, no? Siguro, it's about time as well to introduce this one to our Orange community since love din naman ang pinag-uusapan natin ngayon. Si Miss Heidi ata ay naka-join na rin sa Committed Young Volunteers sa mga advocacy projects such as the recently held or conducted Share a Pouch of Happiness, right?
Yes,
Noong December, nagkaroon kami ng Share a Pouch of Happiness. Yung Share a Pouch of Happiness ay halos bago-bago pa lang din naman dahil yun sa pag-halt or pagkakaroon ng pandemic na hindi nabigyan ng chance to really have some face-to-face outreach programs. That's why we opted to Share a Pouch of Happiness. But way back in 2013, that was our very first Feed Young Hearts program, wherein we fed more or less hundreds of kids sa isang elementary school, and that's because of a certain love or desire din na makapag-serve sa community. When I was part of a certain NGO, nag-convene lang kami noon casually with our workmates na what if or why not give back to our community in little ways we can, such as by shelling out or giving something out of our pockets. And you know what? Out of that casual conversation, naging series of outreach program siya. So, ganun ang nagagawa ng love, no? Yung passion na yun, na hindi kailangan na i-confine or i-sarilihin yung love na yun. Kasi yung love mo, posible rin na maka-inspire sa ibang tao. That is why I'm so happy na continuously ang Committed Young Volunteers ay nasi-serve pa rin sa communities and or sa mga nangangailangan talaga, especially sa mga bata na nasa street situation. We're not calling them anymore street children, but CISS. I learned that one from a friend na nasa DSWD before. So, CISS na daw pala ang tawag doon. So, yeah, children in street situation, or before, tinatawag natin siya street children. Pero, yun, parang nagkaroon tayo ng inspiration out of the love that we are having. Kasi siguro, yun din ang evidence ng isa sa mga communities din na naging part din kami na mag-asawa, yung The Feast Community, wherein isa sa mga magagandang lines doon sa prayer ng The Feast ay blessings received, parang blessings given back. Because I am blessing the world in Jesus' name. Amen. Ayan. Ganun yun. Kaya, posible talaga na meron talagang tinatawag na power ang love. Okay? So, anything else that we want to share? And by the way, we want to greet our viewers na nakasubaybay ngayon, no? Meron tayong more or less 10 watchers right now. And good evening, happy Valentine's Day. Shout out as well to our Coach Grace. Hello, sabi ni Coach Grace. Happy Valentine's Day to our Smart Speech Learning and Development Center, Pam, with Orange Heart. Hello. Yes. And
Oo, siya yun. Siya yun, teach. Joke.
Ayo.
Chinika.
Talaga? Paano mo nalaman? Okay.
Ay, grabe.
Alright. Sige,
Sabi ko
sige.
kasi sa kanya, panoorin niya.
Napaka-supportive naman.
Anything else that you wanna share about love? Or kahit random na topics, anyway, casual conversation naman to. And of course, before we finally jump to another question, ulitin lang po namin that we will be sharing these gifts sa ating Orange community.
Share mo na.
Yes! Share our love right now. Live pala. Sabi ko love. Na-mention ko love. Pwede naman. Why not? Share love to our community. And magkakaroon ka ng chance to win simple tokens from Smart Speech. Meron tayo ditong mug or cup. And then, meron din tayong 2025 planner. No worries, hindi naman po siya 2023 or 2024. Magagamit niyo pa naman siya and kailangan niyo nang magplano talaga right now. Sige. Anyway, what else are you interested to know about? Love or life?
Ay, naalala ko lang po yung yung movie na parang Dead Poet Society. Tapos parang may line siya doon na parang science, that parang we study those things, but art, passion, love, things like that, those are the things that we stay alive for. So, naalala ko lang siya because yun yung topic natin.
Ang ganda, no? Love, that's what we stay alive for. Oo, rason yun. Yeah, kasi simula sa simula, bata pa lang tayo, if not because of the love of our parents, hindi siguro tayo hindi natin ma-enjoy yung buhay na andito tayo ngayon. At ngayon, nag-podcast tayo, parang nag-converse tayo about random topics and all. Tapos, sa side naman na pumunta na tayo sa mga paaralan natin, no, respective schools natin. If not because of the love of our mentors, we will not be the persons that we are today. And speaking of, parang ang ganda rin nun na pag-usapan natin kung paano ba naging contributory ang mentors natin. Yung love na yon, yeah. Sige. Would you like to share, Miss Saki?
Baka madam, if I'm gonna share my story, baka abutin tayo ng magdamag. So, siguro, actually po, nung elementary ako, I'm also one of the students na very shy. And naalala ko noon ng grade 1 kami, may, di ba po, sa school, pag grade 1, pag nasa elementary, may mga performances. Tapos ng grade 1 kami, hindi, supposedly dancer sana ako doon or magda-dance. Kaya lang, at that time, madam, or Miss Carrie, hindi pa ako talaga, shy pa ako, hindi pa ako confident. So, siguro, I have a lot of people to thank for of who I am today and in the future. Firstly, sa family ko, kasi napaka-supportive nila sa lahat ng endeavors ko, lalo sa academic. Sa parents ko, kina mama, kina papa, and even sa uncles ko and sa tita ko. Tinulungan nila akong ma-develop yung confidence ko, especially sa public speaking and in terms of socializing with other people. And mas na-hone siya nung tumutong na ako sa school. I don't want to mention names kasi baka may miss akong name ng teacher. But I want to take this chance to wholeheartedly thank all my teachers starting kindergarten until college. Kasi kung hindi dahil sa experiences with them, like kunwari nung elementary, I had to join competition for extemporaneous, for writing. Pero kung hindi dahil pinush ako ng teacher ko, feeling ko, and ng family ko, wala akong confidence din na masumali sa mga ganun. So siguro, hindi din ako mag-thrive sa high school or even sa college without them. So, thank you to all my teachers, starting elementary, and high school, and of course, college. I have this distinct people, pero I don't want to mention names. Basta, I love you all. Kasi, grabe actually yung contribution nila sa akin. Of course, may family. Kasi, just certain instance, nung po ako, tawag dito, nung elementary din, hindi din ako, yung nga sinabi ko na hindi ako shy type ako, pero yung teacher ko, yung isang teacher ko, she would always ask me to lead the class. Kunwari, may reading session, and we had to recite nursery rhymes. Kaya actually, aside from tito ko and sa family ko, dun nagsimula yung love ko for English and public speaking. So, thank you po sa pag-nurture ng gift. Happy Valentine's.
Yes. Bibigyan ka namin, Teacher Saidi, na lalahanin. Bibigyan ka namin ng time rather na lalahanin yung teachers mo kasi meron tayong gagawing challenge mamaya. Parang recall your teachers when you were in elementary. Kahit elementary lang naman. Pero it's fine. It's fine. Hindi, yung kahit yung mga advisors lang. I-shout out lang natin sila later.
Ayoko sila, madam, i-shout out
Sige,
lahat.
go.
For my teachers, secondary si Ma'am Gillette, Happy Valentine's. Grade 1 yung advisor namin si Ma'am Bilon, Happy Valentine's po. Grade 2 si Ma'am Marilyn Aicardo, Happy Valentine's. Grade 2 din si Ma'am Jacqueline Valieran. 3 si Ma'am Melinda Bibat, Happy Valentine's Ma'am Dai. Grade 4 si Ma'am Sarah Canalda and si Sir Randy / tito ko, Happy Valentine's. Grade 5, si Ma'am Karen, Happy Valentine's, Madam. And si Ma'am Nita, Wemi, Happy Valentine's. Grade 6, si Ma'am May and si Ma'am Lina, Happy Valentine's. And yung mga subject teachers din namin, si Ma'am Nelma Bejo, Happy Valentine's, Madam. Until college, Madam.
Okay na yun, kahit elementary lang. And yes, maraming salamat po mga madam and sir for really raising such a beautiful woman. Beautiful inside and out, Miss Saidi. Yes! What about you, Miss Carrie? Would you like to greet your teachers and or mentors?
Ay, ma, Happy Valentine's. Teacher din po kasi yung
Ay,
mama.
wow, nice.
Tapos, grade 1 ako, si mama ang teacher ko.
Oh, talaga?
Tapos,
Ano yun? How does it feel na isa ka sa mga estudyante niya?
well, di ko na po masyadong maalala, pero parang natural lang na nag-study ako. Tapos, pag gusto ko ng pagkain, pupunta ako sa likod. Yung mga ganun pong eksena. Pero, 2 beses po kasi ako ng grade 1. So, after kong mag-grade 1 kay mama, nag-grade 1 ulit ako dun sa school na malapit na talaga sa bahay namin. Doon ako nag-grade 1, grade 6, hanggang grade 6. Tapos, junior high, doon lang din, malapit. Tapos, kausap ko nga sila, nakakatuwa kasi, pag bumibisita ko dun sa high school namin, tapos ninuroom-to-room ko, tapos natatraffic ako kasi ang dami kong kwento ba? Tapos ang dami din nilang kwento sa akin. Tapos, doon ka naman kayo, manda mo, susunod, doon na naman ako, lilipat na naman. So parang, ang cute lang kasi hanggang ngayon kahit graduate na ako, pag pumupunta ako doon, nandun pa rin yung bond ko with my teachers. So, sobrang thankful din ako sa kanila kasi, na-inspire din talaga akong
I totally agree, Miss Carrie.
Tas nung senior high, very love ko din yung mga teachers ko noon. Kasi, din sila, hello,
Sir Julian, Happy
Sir
Valentine's.
Hello, good evening, Sir Janan. Meet Miss Carrie and of course, andito si Miss Saidi na inagawan ko muna temporarily ng pwesto. Yes. Hindi ko pa siya nang-meet. Shake hands muna kayo. Hindi, I mean, ginujoke lang naman.
Parang na-late ka, Sir Janelle. Galing ka po ba sa date? Na-late ka?
Ay, oo.
nag ka ba?
Warang puno ang jeep.
Mga galing yun sa date.
Yeah. Mamaya i-interview ka rin namin. Anyway, casual talk show lang naman to. Pero going back to the story of Miss Carrie, yung pag-hop mo sa mga, saan ba yun? Sa mga co-teachers ni mommy mo?
Sa mga previous teachers ko
okay.
po. Kahit na yung mga senior high school teacher ko, kapag there are times na nagko-coffee pa rin kami, like that. Ang ganda po ng bond. Kaya po talagang na-inspire din akong maging teacher. Well, ang very first inspiration naman from my mom kasi teacher siya. Tapos, medyo magkaiba kami ni Teacher Heidi ng experience kasi simula bata po talaga ako, like, mahilig ako mag-try ng kung ano-ano. As in, like, siguro kasi medyo matagal ako bago nagkaroon ng kapatid. Kaya gusto kong mag-try ng kung ano para maano siya. So, grabe yung, kahit yung mga sports na hindi naman talaga ako magaling, nasubukan ko yun. Tapos, hindi naman siya na-develop. Pero may mga na-develop din naman yung mga sa writing, ganyan, sa public speaking. So, I'm also very thankful na ganun din ako lumaki. Kasi, senior high, I was only 17 years old nung nag-start ako mag-aral dito na wala akong, parang walang akong kakilala. Though nandito yung ibang relatives ko, pero ako talaga yung nag-asikaso sa sarili ko, yung pag-aaral ko, ganyan, yung mga applications ko kung saan-saan, apply ko for college. Ako talaga, kaya very independent din naman akong type of person, which I think nakuha ko nung mga times na, try na kung ano during high school. So, ayun, parang, masaya lang din naman siya.
I totally agree. And listening to your stories, parang nakakonclude ako na ikalawa yon sa common denominators natin, girls or ladies, na laking eskwelahan siguro tayo matatawag, no? Or kaya, parang na-appreciate talaga natin yung contribution ng mga mentors natin. Kasi ako rin, parehas nun din sa story nyo, even nung elementary, kinder, high school, college, parang nakita ko kung gaano ako na-mold ng mentors and or teachers ko, kung ano na ako ngayon. And without their help, siguro, hindi pa naman na-meet yung rurok ng tagumpay. Pero I can already feel kung paano talaga na-appreciate yung buhay. So, I would like to greet right at this very moment yung mentors ko rin. I can name my mentors starting off from my grade 1 advisor, Ma'am Daluya, from ICS, lahat naman sila from ICS, because I am an alumna of Ibalon Central School. Hello po, dear teachers from Ibalon. You are a graduate of Ibalon as well. Ayan, madami pala kaming Ibalonians dito. Yes. Ma'am Daluya, happy Valentine's Day. We also have Ma'am Bitampur sa end ko, no, na naging advisor namin nung grade 2. Ayan, si Ma'am Salota. Sadly, ayan. Happy Valentine's Day still, Ma'am, and praying for you. We also have ng grade 4, of course, si Ma'am Montales, Ma'am Elizabeth Montales, na naging ninang ko rin sa kasal, ninang namin sa kasal. Nung grade 5 naman ay ang very motherly na si Ma'am Todd Apuli. Ma'am Todd, hello, happy Valentine's Day. And of course, I can't forget one of my greatest inspirations, especially sa lado or sa field ng English, Ma'am Florentina Molet. Hello po, good evening, Ma'am. And thank you so much for being such a great person and for inspiring me to really be who I am right now. Plus, of course, I also would like to greet a happy Valentine's Day sa aking mga mentors. Nung high school, madami sila, no? Lalo na nung Legaspi, hindi pa pala Legaspi yun. Legaspi High Days. Hello po, parang kayo rin yung naging mga ate, kuya, mama, and papa namin ng mga kapanahunan na kukonti pa lang kami sa talaga sa institution. Hello and happy Valentine's Day po, madam and sirs. Yes. Of course, pati na rin sa college, mga mentors po from Bicol University College of Arts and Letters. Madam and sirs, good evening po and happy Valentine's Day to you. Yes. All right. So, what about you, Sir Janelle? Any mentors and or teachers that you want to greet right now?
Hindi ko na siya isa-isahin pa. Kasi lahat, syempre thankful tayo na nandyan sila. Tingnan mo.
Yes, of course. Yeah, thank you so much, Sir Janelle. Anong gusto niyong tanungin kay Sir Janelle? Bilang...
Dahil na-late ka,
Yes.
dahil siguro sa date, Sir Janelle, bakit ganyan po ang color ng shirt
oo.
mo?
Sumunod ka
Pag-usapan
ba
natin ngayon.
sa color?
Di ba meron tayo ngayon na nauuso ng mga color coding sa mga damit? Kanina I wore polka dots na damit kasi nga parang linked siya sa isang definition or kaya parang ginawa lang din na sana swertehin daw ang peg niya. Alright, so what about you, Sir Janelle? What's your color right now?
Wala pa naman, ma'am. Wala man siyang meaning. Same.
Tapos yung black daw ay parang anti-Cupid. Anti-Cupid ba yan?
Supposedly, dapat, yung sabi ko kanina, madam, dapat white. Kasi I'm raising my white flag. Kaya lang, black yung nakuha ako. So, black. Walang particular meaning kasi going steady, very neutral, no palpitations. Joke. Happy Valentine's.
Going steady. No palpitations na. Sa'yo naman, Miss Carrie.
Sa school po na pinag-workan ko, hi sa inyo dyan, mga taga-UI, co-teachers and students. May color coding, tas red in a relationship, tapos parang pag blue, something like that. Di ko na masyadong maalala. Gusto ko lang sanang sumunod dun sa color coding, kaso natamad ako mag-plancha. Kaya ginawa ko na lang yung medyo okay pa. Yung mga reason ko.
Pero karamihan pa rin naman ay nakasuot ng red. Kasi, in love. Yes, in love. And thankfully, yes, I am. Kaso nga lang, wala siya ngayon dito, no? Reserve sana. Yan, meron pa namang vacancies dyan. Nasa behind the scene po siya right now. So, ayan. And of course, hindi lang in love talaga na parang makulay ang love life, no? Kundi makulay din ang love sa buhay. Yes, here to that one. Alright, so what else would you like to share, ladies? Anything that you wanna know about? Ladies and gentlemen pala dito. Okay? And by the way, let's invite our Orange community na mag-share pa rin kasi Sir Janelle will be giving away these prizes po sa ating mga friends out there. Hello! Kung sino po ang ating lucky sharer, meron ba tayo? Makikita ba natin yun dito? Na lucky sharer natin? Para sa Valentine's Day special natin.
Share niyo now.
Yes! Sino po ang gusto maka-receive na lang netong mga tokens na to? Sino ang gusto? Can you comment? Sino pa ba ang andyan sa ating virtual world? And gustong makuha ng mug, ng planner. Merong dalawa pa dito. Invite natin sila. Sige. Sino kaya?
Please comment po to win exciting tokens.
Yes.
Na pinakita po kanina.
Hanapin nga natin kung sino ang ating lucky sharer
Lucky
or
sharer.
someone. Ayan,
Si
gusto na.
Miss.
Hello, Miss Abby. Abby, punta ka dito para ma-receive mo to. Planner, yes. Abby is one of my best friends. Hello, Abby. Happy Valentine's Day and let's meet the soonest possible time para sa coffee date natin. Yeah. And happy Valentine's Day as well to my girlfriends, the Babaknits. Hello, good afternoon. Good evening na pala ngayon, no? 6 na or 7 na? 7:50 na pala.
7:50.
Yes. Sige.
While waiting po, madam, sa dalawang lucky na makakakuha ng tokens natin, I'm curious, madam, kasi sabi mo po kanina you're in love. So, paano mo po, you can choose to whether to answer the question. I'm very curious po kung paano mo po nasabi na si Sir na yung the one.
Ay, wow.
Yeah,
Sige, na-intriga
maganda
ako.
yan.
Nakakala ko.
Maganda yan na
Ano na tayo? Pang-close na pa-end na ang ating podcast. Sige. Pero may pahabol na question, no? Ako kasi, nung kabataan din, and parang ako si Lola Basyang dito, no? Nagkukwento. Pero sige. For the sake of answering the question, and of course, very timely naman or relevant ang question no ngayon na Valentine's Day and we were not so vocal about our love story even before. So, except of course sa aming mga close friends and family members, alam naman nila ito. Pero, just to share, yung quick backstory namin, way back in 2018, when a mentor. Yeah, a mentor introduced us to each other. Parang yun yung naging simula na yun. Pero nalaman ko na siya na talaga kasi mahilig ako sa mga tests. Can you relate to that one, girl?
Yes po,
That's
madam.
talaga.
For sure.
Yes. Na series of tests muna before ko masabi na siya na talaga. And I did not say my yes automatically or instantaneously kasi nga gusto kong ma-prove talaga na yung taong to ay worthy sa yes na yon. Same thing, girls or ladies, siguro sa kanila ko muna i-address, no? Kasi ang girls talaga ang more choosy, sabihin na natin, sa aspeto ng love, no? Can you agree to that one? Or do you agree? Na mas tayo, parang mas madami tayong standards, preferences, and or mga criteria ba na tinatawag before tayong makasabi na, eto na yung taong to. Kaya yun, nung time na yun, sabi ko nga, hindi din ako involved talaga sa love ng mga kabataan kasi nga ayokong mag-immerse sa short-term love na baka ang definition ng love nila ay love na pwedeng i-display, which is not my thing. Parang mas gusto ko na makahanap ng someone na for long-term na or for marrying na talaga or for marriage na talaga, so to speak. Anyway, yun. After all the tests na pinagdaanan ng Mr. Apostol right now, yun, parang isa sa major tests na yun ay sabi ko, i-communicate ko naman vocally sa kanya na dapat ma-meet niya muna ang parents ko before makuha niya yung matamis na oo. Yes. Ma-meet muna ang parents kasi nga sa family namin very conservative din. And hindi talaga posible na parang yung natural na dating sa labas na walang permission and all. Kaya I made it a challenge for him na kailangan ma-meet muna ang parents bago kami mag-date talaga, officially and all. So, ganon. Yun naman, parang tinake niya naman yun, and good thing, yung major challenge na yun, nalampasan hanggang sa sumunod. And isa pa doon sa mga measures ay yung patience. One time, parang merong time doon sa courtship stage namin na dahil sa kabisihan sa buhay, napaantay ko siya ng almost 3 hours na walang masyadong communication or update. So imagine waiting for almost 3 hours na ganun. Parang it's a test of patience. And one of the things that I am looking into, especially for someone that I'll be marrying, ay yung patient talaga dapat. So, check na ulit doon sa patient. Check ulit sa, eto, brave or courageous, yeah. And madami pang listahan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. I highly agree with that, madam. Yung mga personal standards or preferences.
Maganda din naman kasi talagang may
Yeah.
standards ka
Pero
for
daw,
yourself.
sabi daw, nawawala daw yung standards na yun. Parang may nabasa akong libro na nawawala or na-erase daw talaga yung mga standards na yun. Once na feel mo na siya na yung binigay ni Lord sa'yo. Totoo ba yun, girls? Or Sir Janelle?
Oo na lang po.
Oo na lang para safe.
So, may take ata yung ladies natin ngayon. Anything na gusto niyong sabihin about doon? Totoo ba na nawawala talaga ang standards once na nakita mo na sa kanya yung parang hinahanap mo? Si Miss,
Hindi pa naman ako Miss Carrie makarelate. So you have the privilege to answer.
Since sabi ko kanina, case-to-case basis naman siya, kung kanya-kanyang preference and papatakbo ng buhay naman. Pero for me, ang take ko dun, hindi totally nawawala yung standards na sineset mo. Kahit pa sabihin mong, yan yung tao na yun na parang binigay sa'yo na minsan totally opposite naman sa mga gusto mo. Pero since mahal mo, parang gustong-gusto mo talaga. hindi totally nawawala yung standards. Kasi darating yung point na hahanapin mo yun dun sa taong yun. So, for me po talaga, tsaka it's very important na mag-set ka ng standards talaga for yourself. Kasi, di ba nga po, yung hindi mo kinall out, tinotolerate mo, and then magko-continue lang talaga yan sa buhay mo. Tsaka, isang beses lang tayo mabubuhay. Yun lang din ang ko talaga na mindset na isang beses lang, kaya dapat kung ano yung gusto kong buhay, somehow, maging kamuka. Pero syempre, hindi naman natin makokontrol yung ibang tao. Yung control lang naman natin yung sarili natin. That's why it's very important then to choose someone na kaya mong i-tolerate at the same time kaya mong yung compromise with each other.
Yeah.
Kasi yun nga po. Kasi siya may standards din siya eh. Di mo din baka hindi ka rin pasado, di ba? So, kailangan mo lang din talaga na okay, may standards ako, may standards ka. So, anong dito yung mga part na magko-compromise tayo? Yun nga.
Wow, parang ganda rin talaga na kailangan pa rin siguro i-consider yung mga standards sa Sinet. Kasi, yun nga, kayong dalawa ang mag-e-enjoy ng relationship na yun. And if hindi man mag-e-enjoy, mag-juggle ng mga challenges na yun. So, what about you, Miss Saidi? If so ever na meron na talaga, parang negotiable ba yung mga standards na yun? Or non-negotiables talaga totally?
No, Teacher Saidi.
Meron ako madam na specific na standard na non-negotiable. Meron din naman na negotiable. Pero looking back, napaisip ako sa sinabi ni Miss Carrie. Totoo nga, in my case siguro din, na hindi totally nawawala yung standard. Kumbaga, kung may someone man na feel natin, na feeling natin siya na, siguro nag-compromise lang tayo. Kumbaga, set aside muna natin yung standard natin for the sake of giving him or her a chance, but not totally eliminating those set of standards. And siguro, sa case ko din in the future, meron akong yun nga, non-negotiables and negotiables. Pero, like yung sinabi mo, madam, kanina na we love tests. And ako din, sabi ng friend ko na question na pag-usapan namin to, na sabi niya, parang mga mind games daw yun. And sabi niya, medyo toxic siya in some way, pero that is also kasi one of my way in knowing kung hanggang saan siya. Kasi it's very easy to tell someone na gusto mo siya, pero hanggang saan? Hanggang kailan yung kaya mong ibigay to prove na talagang gusto mo siya. Kasi baka yung nararamdaman mo lang for a fleeting moment, tapos after ng spark, wala na. So, I can relate din, madam, dun sa hindi tayo yung parang pansamantala lang na just for the sake of being in a relationship lang, kaya mo pinili na maging in a relationship. But siguro for a better purpose.
Oo, tama yun. And siguro yun, that underscores the quote na love is really a commitment, no? Commitment talaga siya. Hindi lang siya feeling na, eto, love ko siya, tapos bukas hindi na. Rather, dapat meron ka talagang yun, na tinatawag na dedication din talaga or commitment na gusto mo talagang makasama siya or maging part siya ng buhay mo. Kasi hindi naman talaga ang love ay surface level lang. Hindi lang siya sa label sa Facebook na I'm in a relationship with, tapos heart or love reacts. Tapos after a few days, wala na naman. No. So, that's something interesting. What about you, Sir Janelle?
May mga standards ka din po ba?
Ay, hindi. Mag-a-ask na lang ako. Parang iba.
Sure. Go.
May question ako. Kasi sabi niyo may mga standards ang girls.
Even with boys naman, siguro.
Meron din naman kayo for sure.
Meron naman for sure. Tapos sabi, ang question ko, what if yung standard nyo na parang ideal man nyo, hindi siya yung ibibigay ni Lord sa inyo, paano nyo paano
i-take yung...
paano nyo i-take
Take yung ganon.
Siguro ako I'm comforted or parang nasa isip ko na meron talagang someone na nakatadhana sa'yo.
Hindi ma'am, parang nakatadhana sa'yo, like, magiging stable ka nga doon, magiging
Ayan.
stable hanggang dulo.
Hindi
Hanggang
siya-
dulo kayo, tapos pero hindi siya yung standard nyo. Parang ganun. Gets mo?
Medyo mahirap yung
Medyo mahirap yun.
mahirap siya sagutin.
Challenging daw.
Ang challenge. Ang tricky ng question. Kidding. Siguro sa case ko, if siya yung binigay ni Lord and wala siya sa standard, for the go. For the go. Pero kung hindi na nga siya yung binigay ni Lord, hindi pa siya sa standard, I'd rather stay single. I'd rather stay single. That's my stand.
Yeah, oo. Parang, ano na lang, independent woman.
Independent na lang. I'd rather choose to be alone rather than to be in a misery.
Yeah.
Ay, hindi naman lahat ng relationship misery, but kasi yun nga, perhaps yung tao na yun lesson lang. Ayoko naman maging tawag dito yung parang mag-teach sa kanya ng lesson. Although teacher ako.
True.
Oh, the teacher daw.
So, I mean, gusto ko din yung hindi din masyadong challenging, although may challenge sa relationship. Pero kung maiiwasan mo naman yun because hindi naman talaga siya yung the one. So, I'd rather, take the chance to escape from that person or potential relationship. Yun po.
Sige, dun sa sinabi ni Teacher Sally na she'd rather stay single na lang. Siguro dahil ang pag-enter sa marriage ay isang vocation din. In the same manner, ang single blessedness din ay yun din, right? Tinawag tayo sa iba't ibang purpose natin. So there's nothing to fear about being single and being married as well. So what about you, Miss Carrie? Ano ang sagot mo doon sa intriguing
Grabe naman ang question
question?
ni
Ni Sir
Sir.
Janelle.
Aside sa mahirap malaman kung bigay ba siya ni Lord, since hindi naman talaga natin, you should test the person bago mo masabi, di ba? So, i-experience mo muna siya. Aside doon, for me, I'm comforted with the fact na yung mga tao, bibigyan niya, makontento ka kumbaga sa 80% na pasado siya sa standards mo. Kung may 20% man na hindi siya pumasa, na, ay, ayoko niyan, hindi ko na ideal kasi bagsak sa 20%, tandaan niya na lang na 75 pasado pa rin.
Yes, oo. Pwede, no? And looking into the lens of a Christian way of living, siguro, di ba mahihilig din tayo na mag-ask ng signs from God? Parang if yun na yung mga aspeto or attributes na hinihingi mo base doon sa prayers mo, baka magkaroon ka na ng idea na, eto na yung tinadhana talaga sa akin ni Lord. Kaya, posible naman siguro talagang i-check pa rin natin from time to time si partner or possible or potential or prospective boyfriend or girlfriend man yun with the guidance of Him, ni Lord. Yes, alright. So, thank you so much. Na-challenge kami dun sa-
Na-challenge kami, Sir Janelle.
May question ako.
Yes.
Ay, sige po. Sige, sir.
Question from our...
Okay, siguro sorry, I won't appear. Ayoko. Nonchalant. And then for additional engagement siguro ng mga viewers natin, they also wanna ask if in relation doon po sa side kasi you've talked about kanina, girls, na although men also have certain standards, ika nga. But parang kanina, ang recurring na thought is it's accepted societally, for the lack of better term, na like right now, nowadays, ladies ang mas may maraming, although we have, of course, we don't have legitimate metrics to really gauge that or masukat yan. Pero, can we also ask siguro, I guess I can speak for the men, like me din na nakikurious sa tanong na to, but can we also agree that in this era that we are in right now, is it high time na po ba na suggesting, requesting, or giving opinions to would-be lovers na if you wanna engage in a relationship, dapat seryoso na ba siya all throughout, or if the intention is not that clear, might as well, wag na lang muna kayong tumuloy. Kasi parang we've seen a lot na couples na, di ba? I'm talking about probably the purpose ng relationship. In the first place, sinasabi ko rin yan, kami mga lalaki, kadalasan tinatanong kami, bakit mo ba nililigawan yung anak ko? I mean, let me be a hypocrite of this kasi in the past, excuse me madam, I also had other relationships in the past. Pero, di ba? And for sure, hindi lang naman ako. Most guys on this earth right now, talagang may mga pinanggalingan din namang relationships. That's why I'm asking na basing it on my past experiences, would it be high time na siguro na, okay, guys, or even ladies din, na before you say yes to a relationship, make sure na pag nag-yes na kayo, all throughout na yan. Na what I mean is, kung may possibility man lang ng breakup, so bakit pa kayo mag-engage in a relationship? Kasi traditionally and logically, when we engage in a relationship, dapat talaga all throughout kasal na. Pero of course, society, because of the evolution of society, parang nagiging casual na lang, lalong-lalo ngayon. I know the Gen Zs will agree with me na parang in your own words nga, I think teachers said in the past na it's becoming a little bit more casual nowadays, especially in your relationship, in your generation right now. So, given na ganon, ang tanong ulit is, pwede nyo bang, is it valid na masuggest nyo sa mga nagbabalak pumasok sa isang relationship na okay, dapat seryoso na tuloy yan. Kumbaga, hindi talaga siya basta-basta. Kumbaga, nasanay tayo na pag sa kasal, hindi, alam niyo yun, di ba, yung Filipino saying na yun na hindi yan basta-basta, sinusubo lang parang kaning, oo. So, what if, baka pwede nating ma-insert yung thought na kahit relationship pa lang, or kahit alisin na nga natin yung word na pa lang, kasi giving it weight, binibigyan ng weight yung relationship na hindi yan basta-basta. Parang gano'n, na in your own perspective siguro, facing this camera,
Kaya na.
can you suggest or...
Kamay tayo. Let's raise ourselves.
Okay.
May
So,
audience
another channel.
participation tayo. Thank you so much for that very interesting question. And at the same time, challenging. Kasi, yeah, we have to really define as to how can we say that really one should be involved in a relationship and ano ba yung possibilities doon sa part na yun. So, audience participation, thank you so much. For more questions, you may drop it here sa ating comment section. Pero meantime, let's ask our friends in here. Ikaw muna. Pagtanggol mo muna kami bago kami mag-isip din ng rebuttal.
Ayong.
Paano ba? Kita mo, nag-iisip na.
Siguro, initially, base doon sa tanong, baka depende siya sa person. Subjective kasi yung response doon, no? And in consideration sa upbringing, in consideration sa purpose, in consideration sa parang goals mo rin, in consideration sa maturity, madaming mga bagay na kailangan natin i-take into account before we finally can say that really one should be immersed to a serious type of relationship. Hindi siguro masasabi na dapat mag-jump ka na kaagad sa ganitong kind of relationship. Kasi meron naman na kada tao, tao na gustong sumabay. Yeah. Gustong sumabay sa trend na for fun lang. Pero, sa kanila yung mag-backfire din yung consequences ng possible, na decision na yun. So, baka ayaw niya pa naman talaga ma-involve sa serious type of relationship. Kaya gusto niya na muna na i-take, di ba meron din na stages sa relationship? Parang puppy love, parang romantic love, serious love, and so on and so forth. So, if that's the case, meron pa rin na choice or choices yung person na yon na i-take niya muna yung first step ng love, puppy love, or crush lang. And then, second to that one, posible na siguro romantic love or kaya yung ano na talaga, boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. Third to that one, baka posible na doon sa serious type of love and so on. Pero sa end ko, I personally chose to skip the two kasi mas gusto ko nga i-devote yung time ko sa end ko though subjective, I'm not generalizing. Gusto kong i-devote sa more important concerns such as schooling, such as devoting my time to my family, such as focusing on my career, and so on and so forth. That is why I automatically jump to serious type of love. And that is because of the maturity I have had way back before. So yun. Thank you.
Winning answer, madam.
Ang haba, hindi ka kasya sa 30 seconds. Sige. Help me out, girls.
So, siguro in my perspective rather, mahirap po kasi sabihin if talagang siya na yung the one. So, wala din assurance na when you go into a particular relationship, ang end niya na is marriage. So, siguro the very first thing that we need to consider, lalo sa mga babae, like me, like us, na we really need to discern kung siya na ba talaga. I mean, kung siya ba yung kaya mong bigyan ng chance, ano man mangyari during the relationship or whether courting stage. Kung ready ka bang ma-hurt, kung ready ka bang i-take yung suffering na pwedeng dala because of that potential engagement or relationship sa isang tao, it's okay to risk yung chance na 50-50 na pwedeng maging kayo at the end, 50-50 na we'll go separate ways kasi yun nga sinabi ni Madam na may iba-iba tayong upbringing, iba-ibang culture, goals, perhaps. So, siguro, sa part din ng guys or ng gentlemen, siguro they need to be more clear and direct sa pagsabi ng intention nila kasi I had this interaction with one guy. Hindi man ako mag-spill. Hindi. Ano naman, wala man pong na-develop family. wala man pong nangyari. I mean, walang na-cultivate na relationship, ganyan. Kumbaga, testing the water stage, yun lang doon, yung story. Ang nangyari kasi, hindi siya direct na he's really he's interested pala in a relationship siguro. So, siguro sa part ng gentleman, they need to be direct kasi ang hirap mag-isip kasi sabi nga ni Madam, we don't have all the time to entertain those unnecessary feelings lalo kung may ginagawa na mas importanteng bagay like yung sa profession, sa career, sa family. So, they need to be more direct kasi feeling ko yung ibang girls naman or most of the women naman, kaya naman nilang magbigay ng direct answer. Kung nagtanong kunwari yung guy na, kunwari, ako tinanong ngayon ako ni Sir Janelle if I want to be with the relationship with him. Kung sa tingin ko, wala naman na possibility by looking into the background or kung ano yung goals, I can definitely say my no. So, para maiwasan na yung too much time sa chasing, sa mga bagay na we can be productive instead of entertaining those emotions. So, yun po. Both parties can be direct. So, para maiwasan na yung mga unnecessary na bagay and inconvenience.
Here to that one, Miss Heidi. Kaya very important talaga ang clarity, especially sa start pa lang ng relationship. Or kaya ng courtship rather. Sa courtship pa lang, kasi ang take ko naman sa panliligaw ay once na nagpaligaw ka and nag-say ka ng yes, parang naka-cling ka na o naka-ano ka na dun, di ba? Parang naka-attach ka na talaga doon sa person na yon. Kasi ang panliligaw, hindi ka na posibleng manligaw ng iba pa once na nanliligaw ka na. Kunwari, si gentleman A, hindi na pwede siyang manligaw kay lady A, right? I mean,
Minsan, ma'am, depende mo sa babae. Minsan yan, ma'am, depende yan sa babae, ma'am. Minsan kasi, naliligaw yung isa, tapos may nasa likod pa pala.
Okay.
May mga option pa.
Ano pa yung sa kanan?
Oo, sa kanan pa meron.
May kaliwa.
Speaking yan sa side ng lalaki, parang madaming nililigawan na lalaki. Tama ba yun? Ganon? Or si babae rin?
Ewan ko, ma'am.
So, pero sa end namin kasi, I mean, once na nag-say na pala kami ng yes namin, after ng courtship, parang committed na talaga kami doon sa person na yon. And ayaw namin na masayang yung yes na yon once na hindi clear nga talaga yung intention. So, we make sure talaga na pag sinabi na namin yung yes namin sa isang tao, yun na yun. And sana, sa end naman ng lalaki, same thing din. Yung same level of commitment ba? Or kaya, yung devotion din sa love na yun na sinashare ng both parties. So, ganon.
For me naman, gaya po ng sinabi ni Sir kanina, hindi parang kanin na pag nainitan ka, iluluwa mo. Kasi marriage talaga is, sinabi na ni kanina na it's really a vocation also. Pero siguro nagde-deviate lang yung perspectives ko kasi yun nga po, gusto ko na kung may chance ka lang naman na ma-experience mo yung puppy love, sige na, parang gano'n. Like, kung may chance ka lang naman na ma-experience yung teen love, sige na, basta aram mo ang boundaries mo. Tsaka po kasi, yung parang mga theories, baga, like psychological theories and whatsoever, yung mga development ng tao, na there are times na kapag parang kapag na-skip mo yung isang level, hindi buo yung maturity mo. So, parang yun po yung nasa isip ko na siguro, hindi naman sa nagsisisi ako, like, or whatever. Pero, yun lang na, kung may chance, sige. Kung wala naman, edi, sorry. So, also po, dun sa sinabi ni Sir kanina na, ang tanong niya na, may possibility lang naman na mag-break kayo. Bakit ka pa papasok dun sa relationship? Meron po akong take dyan. Iko-connect ko sa relationship nung Katniel. Di ba 11 years sila? And then, nag-break sila. So, ako, sa fan ng Katniel, parang medyo heartbroken din ako that time. So, parang may response ako doon na parang sinulat ko na genuinely, parang na masakit yung bagay na yun. It was painful, but if given a chance to experience that, you would really experience it again because it was definitely genuine at some point pa rin naman. So, parang yun po yung take ko doon na may lesson ka naman na makukuha dyan. Huwag mong panghinayangan yung years na in-spend nyo with each other tapos hindi lang naman kayo nag-end up together. Kasi for sure, you became the lesson for each other na, okay, you're preparing for the next person na yun na pala talaga yung para sa inyo.
Nice. Wow. Maganda yun na meron pa rin talaga lesson sa every experience, no? Parang makakakonect natin dun yung cliche that goes na you're either a lesson or a blessing, no? Na every experience is worth of an experience talaga na hindi dapat natin pagsisihan kung ano man yung naging outcome ng isang bagay kasi it happened for a reason. And everything happens for a reason, really. So, meron daw na rebuttal si...
Hindi naman siya rebuttal. The reason why I through that question, kaya binato ko yun kasi disclaimer na lang din for everyone who's watching. Everything that we're talking about here is highly subjective. It varies from person to person. Yung mga concepts ito, though written na in different books and so on and so forth, but that's basically, I think, and I know you will agree, that the very mystery of love, ika nga, it has endless definitions, endless perceptions. That's why it's very interesting most of the time, and at the same time then, sorry sa iba na talagang they really don't want to talk about it then. May mga taong ganyan and may mga relatives, friends tayong ganyan na. But that's, again, the magic of love na lalong-lalo, it's very fitting ngayon na February 14. This day, sa lahat ng araw, ito yung pinaka-amplified nga, amplifying voices, amplified na, the best day probably to talk about love in all of its forms, ika nga.
So, yun na nga, kakabit dun sa disclaimer na yon na you may define love na ganito, na ganyan, but the clear thing is, this whatever you feel or whatever your definition of love is, we cannot really judge or demean or minsan kahit praise other people of their own definition of love eh. Whatever works for you na pagkakaintindi mo sa love, it's up to you. Nasa sayo yan. Kanina na pag-usapan natin na kaya ko tinatanong na is it high time ba na siguro baguhin na natin yung thinking kasi in the olden times alam naman natin yan that when two Homo sapiens come together, automatic yan, they are to build a family na yun yung intention. But because of society, lumabas yung mga ganyan, yung mga puppy love, teenage love, mga na-mention na kung ano-ano pa. And for sure, as the generations go by, and as the generations maipanganak ng mga susunod pang generations, may sarili na naman silang bagong klase ng love. And again, going back, that's the very complexity of love nga. And ang kagandahan nun, hindi naman tayo mauubusan ng February 14 para pag-usapan yung iba't ibang klase ng love na yan. Another thing is, ayun, sa term ng generation yan, it might be cringe, siguro, na kaya nga iniba-iba din yung kulay, di ba? Minsan nga, February 14, depende daw sa kung anong kulay. May sarili daw na definition yung kulay na yan. Originally, love lang naman. We can go deeper historically. Saint Valentine, hindi naman talaga siya Cupid and so on whatsoever. But despite all that, babalik na naman po tayo dun sa argument natin na whatever your own definition of love is, as long as it works for you, you cannot really be judged. You cannot judge. If it gives you good things, then good for you. If it gives you bad things, kasalanan mo yan. Walang ibang pwedeng sisihin. It's your decision at the end of the day. So many pressures whatsoever kung bakit nga nag-engage sa relationship ganito kasi baka lang hormonal lang din yan, yung mga ganong klaseng factors nga. Pero again, at the end of the day, it's your own definition of love. We're not really just talking about romantic love dito. Ang dami, sobrang daming pwedeng pag-usapan. In all of its complexity nga, itong love na to. Na-mention kanina, love for parents, pets even. May mga, di ba, for parents whatsoever, ganyan. And sobrang dami po. Again, let's go back to the before I go to the back again, na it's your own definition of love. Pwedeng ang February 14 sa'yo, Valentine's Day is araw-araw, tulad namin, of course, di ba? Same with, yun na nga, pag mention, araw-araw naman Christmas, araw-araw naman Valentine's Day, no? But coming from a person na also experienced a lot of heartbreaks din in the past, excuse me, madam, and hindi lang romantically, but also heartbreaks sa love ko din, passion ko sa different jobs that I had before, friendships, halo-halo na, coming from this person na, it's tough really to fall in love basically. Good for me. I found my true love. Ayan, I can confidently say that, ayun na nga, that I'm very blessed because of that. Pero marami pong tao na hanggang ngayon are silently still searching for the one, ika nga. So, for them siguro, all we can do is hindi po to bridge siya or maging tulay sa kung gano'n. Minsan, delikado din yan eh. Yung nagre-reto ka, something like that. Kasi what if hindi naman nga siya yung the one? So all we can do siguro for them is, inject tayo na medyo religious, pray. Siguro na along the way, while they are finding the one, yung the one nila is, sana hindi sila matisod, madapa along the way na hindi sila puro testing the waters, hindi sila katok ng katok sa kung ano-anong pintuan, if you know what I mean. But just be patient in finding the one. This is romantic love. Just be patient I know I'm speaking to somebody there. But just be patient in finding the one. May it be God-given talaga, whatever you define. Kasi inclusive naman tayo dito. Kasi for sure may mga nanonood sa atin na hindi naman din ganun siguro masyadong ka-religious. But the belief in things are strong and such na kaya sila nakatutok sa atin. This will be recorded for the longest time, forever na to for sure sa Facebook, provided na Ano yan? So our message siguro, my message is, yun lang. If you're really trying your best to find your romantic the one, just be patient. And sana hindi din po kayo mawalan ng focus na magbigay din nung sarili nyong love sa hindi romantic na love na, I mean, hindi kesyo, single pa ako for the longest time eh. So, why should I give love to others? Nawawalan ka na ng care sa paligid, sa mundo, sa parents mo, to your friends, kasi nga parang feeling mo unjustly, wala ka pa nung special someone mo na matagal mo nang hingi, I know I'm speaking to somebody. And hindi naman po yun tama. So, just give love kahit wala kang nare-receive na love, ano? So, far cry din talaga yon sa mga ganitong bagay. Again, before I turn over this microphone, don't worry kasi although cringe nga pag-usapan itong topic na to most of the time, lalong-lalo sa generations ngayon and to the following generations, pero it's part of the universe. We were actually built because of this. Naipapanganak ang isang living organism na conscious because of love at some level. I know somebody will agree with me. So, lahat tayo are products of love, ika nga. Okay? Sorry pala. By the way, nag-share lang po ako for... just wanna be part of this kasi... bakit pala? Bye-bye. Sorry.
Special episode kasi. Alright, thank you so much, Mr. Apostol, for sharing your beautiful thoughts about love and of course, for the wisdom na ibinahagi sa amin and of course, sa ating viewers right now. Now, having said the final message ni Mr. Apostol, it's about time as well at siguro sa atin na magbigay din ng final message natin, no? Ano ba masasabi natin ngayon about love? And if there's one thing that you'd like to remind our viewers about, kahit sa anong aspeto ng love, pwede siguro natin na ibahagi na sa kanila right now. Sige po, who'd like to start off? Ikaw daw, Sir Janelle.
Sige po, advice na lang na sa generation ngayon, like, before kayo magbigay, sa lahat na lang pala. Not just yung generation ngayon. Like, yung, before kayo magbigay ng love sa ibang tao, love yourself first. Kasi, dun magsisimula lahat. Kasi pag hindi mo minahal ang sarili mo, hindi mo rin matututunan na mahalin din yung ibang tao like that. Yun lang po.
Ganda. Wow, galing naman. Thank you so much for sharing. Ako naman, siguro masabi ko ay, you have to wait for God's perfect time. Hindi dapat manaig yung kagustuhan nyo na, gusto ko nang ma-in love kasi gusto ko na makisabayan sa trend, gusto ko na makisabayan sa hype na ganito. But you have to patiently wait for God's perfect timing. Kasi meron talagang ganyan. So, antay-antay lang. Pero at the same time, huwag naman siguro maging complacent no na, 40 years old ka na, 50 years old ka na, 60 years old ka na. Tapos you just have to go with the flow. Pero do not be insistent about it na kailangan ko talagang maging in love na kasi nga 40 na ako, 50 na ako, and ganto ganyan. And additionally, siguro wag din papapressure. Kasi ang society may kanya-kanyang standard din naman. You can't please everyone. So, why not just be comforted ng sarili mong parang happiness and fulfillment. After all, love can be served by yourself. But yeah, self-love nga, sabi ni Sir Janelle. Yun. Thank you.
Siguro, gusto ko na lang sabihin, sa kung sino man makakarinig nito, when you love, please love sincerely. Siguro doon na lang fa-follow yung 100% na love mo, yung respect mo sa kanya, and syempre, love only one if it's romantically speaking. Love sincerely and love only one, please.
For me naman, ang ma-advise ko lang is to love with intention, to do things with intention, and to experience things fully. Na halimbawa, nasa era ka ng nagmamahal ka, like, give your, be very intentional na gusto mong mahalin yung tao na yun. And kapag na-heartbreak ka, na-experience mo yung heartbreak, be very also intentional na matutunan kung ano may dapat matutunan sa time na yun. And yun lang na parang i-enjoy mo lang yung stages ng buhay mo na meron ka. Be very present, kumbaga. Huwag ka masyadong magpara-think na baka hindi kami ganito sa future. Though minsan guilty din naman ako kasi ginagawa ko din naman yun. Pero bumabalik lang din ako dun sa thinking na enjoyin mo lang yung yung stage mo kasi isang beses ka lang nga mabubuhay. So, yun ako.
Yes. And your final message, Mr. Pusan?
Hindi. Tama lahat po ng sinabi nila. Those are all valid messages. Again, we are communicating sa lahat ng tao that belongs to different generations. Although iba-iba yung generations, pero this subject na love, hindi to nagbabago. Ang nagbabago lang nito is tao lang naman. Okay, so kindly note po na just enjoy every day. Siguro, sabi ni Sir Junel, love yourself. Sabi po nila, just wait for your patiently for God's special someone to you, whatever you want to call it. Pero at the end of the day pa rin, ayan, you are the only one who can determine yung sarili mong definition ng love. Dapat hindi ka nakaka-apekto negatively sa iba while you are enjoying or while you are exercising or feeling your own definition of love, and at the same time, sa sarili mo din, dapat wala itong negative din na implications. Love is inherently positive. Wala namang love po na negative. Kung may argument po na ganyan, let's talk about it. Pero I'm sure wala naman po. Wala naman po. Love is purely positive. So kung yung iba po, siguro ginagamit yan on a negative note, unfortunately, hindi po yun yung totoo na love, siguro. We are afraid to say that. Anyway.
Siguro madami pang interesting stories about love, no? And mga insights about this topic. Pero it's almost 8 p.m. Medyo na-excite lang talaga tayo at madaming mga inputs, no? Hindi natin namalayan na sobrang haba na ba ng oras. Anyway, on behalf of Smart Speech Learning and Development Center, bilang isa sa mga hosts nyo, we express our sincerest thanks for tuning in to our 10th episode of Amplifying Voices / Casual Talk Show with our special guests, Miss Saidi, Miss Carrie, Sir Janelle, and Mr. Apostol. And we hope that you have been inspired by their life stories and insights about love. May we respond to the call of creating empowered individuals. If you also have, of course, inspiring stories or talents that you want to share with the Orange community and the world, kindly contact us at smartspeech2023@gmail.com. By the way, spill po to ni Miss Saidi. See you in our next episode with another special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your host, Miss Delena Posana Apostol. Join us in celebrating life stories and uncovering potentials in creating empowered individuals through amplifying voices, brought to you by Smart Speech Learning and Development Center. Bye everyone! Have a
Happy
great night.
Valentine's Day!
And happy Valentine's Day po sa lahat.
I want to greet advance happy birthday, Honey Lynn, Honey, and Ate Mirna. Happy Valentine's. Kay Shane, kay
Valentine's,
Princess.
Yes, happy
Kay
Valentine's
Angeline,
Day din sa
kay
lahat.
Pearly.
And of course, sa parents namin. Alright. Oh, by the way, we also would like to invite you tomorrow sa recital ng Flair Acoustic or Flair Studio. And of course, Jab din. Bukas po yan sa LCC Event Center at around 1 p.m. Be there po para ma-witness nyo ang amazing talents or singers ng dalawang School of Music na to, ang Flair at ang Jab. And of course, we also would like to invite you to drop by at Stationaries by Felicity. Nasa Ayala Malls po sila naka-exhibit ngayon. So, madaming mga bagay na pag Valentine's Day, apart from Christmas, no, na excited ang tao about. So anyway, see you again next time. Bye! Bye-bye!
Happy Valentine's!
Okay, happy Valentine's!